My name is Robert Hawkins. It's 6:42 a.m. on Saturday, May 23rd. Approximately 7 hours ago, something attacked the city.
The new strain of coronavirus continues to spread from China.
Worldwide, more than 14,000 cases of coronavirus have been confirmed.
I don't know what it is. If you found this tape, I mean, if you're watching this right now, then you probably know more about it than I do.
It's always the toughest enemy, the invisible enemy. But
teeny tiny invisible. What do you call it? Germs, huh?
When they attack, and make no mistake about it, they will attack. The human race will be essentially screwed.
Whatever it is, it killed my brother, Jason Hawkins, it killed my best friend Hudson Platt, and Marlena Diamond, and many, many others.
What I will say of this virus, I think we're in the middle of a massive experiment worldwide. And
where's the guinea pigs?
Maybe.
We've crashed here in Central Park and taken shelter under this bridge. The military has begun bombing the creature, and we're caught in the middle.
I know.
The ripple effects of the virus now infecting the economy, with markets plunging.
The purpose-built coronavirus hospitals in Wuhan will open its doors on Monday.
My name is Elizabeth McIntyre. I don't know why this is happening.
Now, a short time ago, the World Health Organization declared the outbreak an international public health emergency.
The coronavirus death toll rising.
Any foreign national who traveled to China in the last 14 days will be banned from setting foot on U.S. soil.
Oh, we're gonna wait here until this passes. Oh, we're gonna wait here.
A lot of people are going to die.
There is one to come who will baptize with fire.
Are you ready?
I am just a voice in the wilderness, preparing the way for the...
Lord.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special message.
Every knee is going to bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord to the glory of God the Father. Every knee. The young knee, every knee, the old knee, every knee, the white knee, every knee, the black knee, every knee, wounded knee, every knee is gonna bow. And every tongue is gonna confess that Jesus Christ is Lord.
Because he is God. He is the second person of the Trinity. He is co-equal with the one who is and who was and who is to come. He is co-equal with this complete Spirit of God. He is God.
Till your Holy Ghost hit me.
the Alpha and the Omega, the one who spoke everything into existence, who is before all things and holds all things together, and in whom all things exist. He is worthy of our worship because he is God.
Can you see it? Can you feel him in his glory? Standing before thee, gotta tell the story like I'm standing up on Maury. Bitch, not gonna sugarcoat it. Jesus made me holy. I'm hitting the streets boldly. Tell them what they told me. Hold it, getting thick. Are you listening? People dreaming dreams, prophesy, having vision, revival breaking out. People crying and repenting. Thousands on foot doing good street missions. So listen.
Glory, hallelujah, how they do? It's the dealer. Cooking up another with my brother on the rilla. Coming in the presence and the glory at the villa. Acting like you're hard, but you're softer than chinchilla. When the Holy Ghost take control of your body, Jeremiah fire got you feeling lottie-dottie. Couldn't keep it to myself, I had to tell somebody. Now I'm repping my Jehovah, and I never say I'm sorry. When I step up in the gates, I gotta give them thanks. When I enter in this courts, I gotta give them praise. I ain't worried about a thing, cause I'm walking in faith. Move mountains with my mind, I believe what I say. Hey, hallelujah, hallelujah. When I think about his goodness, it's just doing something to ya. So excuse me, miss, I'm about to keep my shoe up and do my holy dance. All my praise in advance.
Don't let anyone deceive you. There is one and only one who is King of Kings and Lord of Lords and is worthy of our worship. He is God, the second person of the Trinity. He is the faithful witness and has demonstrated that. He is the firstborn from the dead, the resurrected one, and he is the ruler of kings on earth. There is no man on this earth who is worthy of what he is worthy of. Christ is worthy.
Yes, I know we rap like them, but love them. We sounded like, but very different, like a harmony. I took advice from my daddy and my mama Neil. They say, boy, this world can be kinda cold, but you create energy depending on what kind of cold. That's cold, meaning make the most of your situation. But what if your situation was way worse? I'm talking black suits, pallbearers, black hearses. Way worse. What if we would sleep and thinking we awake, 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 and all the material things we've been given were fake, and all the Bentleys, Bugattis, and Bezels, they was baked, and that was a fire, the cooking places on the plate, and that was a person with a rod reeling us in, and had his arm hooked, homie, like smoking them tins. But then there was a guy who sent his only son in to come and rescue women and men from out they sin, trying to free you from that trap, boy.
You inside the mix, baby. This is what we do. We ride out. I don't think y'all understand it. Understand it.
Very big breaking news out of London right now. One person arrested, several apparently injured after a vehicle has once again plowed into pedestrians.
Top story, 48-year-old man in custody at this hour after police say he drove a van into worshippers outside of a London mosque, killing one person, injuring at least 10 more.
Carolina pastor may have saved the lives of his congregation when he confronted a gunman during a sermon about gun violence. Pastor Larry Wright leads Heal the Land Outreach Ministries. On New Year's Eve, Wright was talking to his small flock about shooting deaths in his community. That's when a man walked in the church carrying a rifle. Wright says he walked up to the man and asked, "Can I help you?" The gunman asked the pastor to pray for it.
Mr. Preacher Man, I don't want no trouble. I just came to praise and worship with my brothers, praying to the Lord and hoping he forgive us. I want God to save us, don't want the streets to kill us. I'm like Mr. Preacher Man, I don't want no trouble. I just came to praise and worship with my brothers, praying to the Lord and hoping he
You inside the mix, baby.
I
This is
want
what
God
we
to
do.
save
We ride
us,
out.
don't
I don't
want
think
the
y'all
streets to
understand
kill
it.
us. I'm like Mr. Preacher Man, please don't be alarmed. We just come to pray, we don't mean no harm. I see how you're looking, of course we ain't perfect. We figured if we came to see Jesus it would be worth it. We live up the block, and I know you've seen us running from the cops. All this senseless killing, we won't let it stop. We want you sir. If you don't let us in, we have no place to go, sir. Mr. Preacher Man, I don't want no trouble. I just came to praise and worship with my brothers, praying to the Lord and hoping He forgive us. I want God to save us, don't want the streets to kill us.
A man walked in, the first to see him, the pastor.
I asked him, can we help you? Can I help you?
I didn't see anything else but this big rifle.
White took the rifle and gave it to a deacon, then hugged the man and prayed with him.
I'm the preacher man, Bible in my hand. I'm so glad that you all came to church today, my friend. And yes, you all are welcomed as we seek His face. Here we like the organ, I know you like bass. That's okay, we love the same God. We may dress a little different, but love the same God. And our issues may be different, but love the same God. We want you to know, sir, that we will love you, not judge you, and want you to grow, sir. Mr. Preacher Man, I don't want no trouble. I just came to praise and worship with my brothers, praying to the Lord and hoping He forgive us. I want God to save us, don't want the streets to kill us. I'm like Mr. Preacher Man, I don't want no trouble. I just came to praise and worship with my brothers, praying to the Lord and hoping He forgive us. I want God to save us, don't want the streets to kill us. Now watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me worship.
Man went up there to the altar, he put the gun up there.
Let the church say amen.
Days later, the congregation is still giving thanks. And just when we started to talk to the pastor about security in the church today,
That's a young man right there.
the very man responsible for the scare returns, this time to apologize.
Mr. Preacher Man, I don't want no trouble. I just came to praise and worship with my brothers, praying to the Lord and hoping He forgive us. I want God to save us, don't want the streets to kill us. I'm like Mr. Preacher Man, I don't want no trouble. I just came to praise and worship with my brothers, praying to the Lord and hoping He forgive us. I want God to save us, don't want the streets to kill us. Oh, nah, nah, nah.
And I pray that He comes back to visit us. I'm not scared of Him. Not now.
Because this congregation believes the night they opened the door to this very troubled man, they opened the door to God.
Now watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me worship. Now watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me worship.
Officials warned that U.S. and coalition war. The deadly wildfires raging across Portugal becoming the country's worst forest fire tragedy on record.
For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast.
What you say is true. It has begun. The apocalypse.
And against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
They make a song that's good, and then they come back with a remix. Oh, come on, give it to me. You're feeling good? I'm feeling good, man. Good. Can I just look great? We're trained for this. We're ready for this. Now listen, be sure. You watch out. On his left, we lost. Okay, all right, seven. We studied the technique. The left, left. Watch out for his jealousy jam. We got him, kid. Don't worry about anything. Be sure to get away from that generational curse uppercut. Gotcha. We got him right where we want him. Yeah. So how you feeling? You feeling good? I'm feeling good. Good. Get out there. Give it to him.
To change times and laws. They shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
Tonight is a sacred night. You will be in the presence of something greater. The world will understand now. The beast is real.
2 days ago, Parkland, Florida was named the safest city in Florida. That's not what it was today. The latest death toll is 17 in the mass shooting
in
at
South Florida. This took place in Parkland, Florida, at Douglas High School. No word yet on casualties, but the reporter is still at large. We have been watching students coming out of that high school, their hands in many cases in the air. Also heavy
when the shooting actually started. Her name is Megan Hill. Listen to her describe this harrowing scene.
I was sitting in class, the bottom floor of the freshman building, and all we heard was gunshots. We heard 15 rounds shoot the ceiling. We all dove to the left side where the windows were.
Here in Parkland,
Our teacher
Florida,
told us to get to the side,
scene of this high school massacre. This is where investigators are asking anyone who knows the school shooting suspect to speak with them. The FBI is also asking for anyone with video.
19-year-old Nicholas Cruz confessed to police that he was the gunman who shot up Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School here, killing 17 people. And now questions are swirling about whether warning signs were missed. And as we learn new details about the timeline, we're also hearing from one student who says
10 minutes, but this morning new details are emerging of how the terrifying rampage unfolded. One student saying he encountered the shooter loading up his weapon just before the attack began.
He said, "You better get out of here. Things are going to get messy."
Authorities say 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz was heavily armed with a bulletproof vest, loads of ammunition, and a powerful AR-15 bought legally a year ago and hidden in a rifle case. Investigators say at 2:06 p.m. Wednesday, an Uber car picked him up, dropping him off at the school at 2:19. At 2:21, the suspect enters the east stairwell of one of the buildings. Then, seconds later, begins shooting at several classrooms before heading to the second and third floors.
As I go to prayer, we can't forget about the 17 families that lost their children in Florida. What a horrific loss. Can you conceive of getting a phone call as a parent that your child has been killed? And so I'm going to pray for those families. But a number of people have asked me this week, why is this happening? Why is this happening? There is a cause-effect relationship. 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verses 3-6 says, "In those days there was no true God, no teaching priest, no law. There was no peace to him who came in or to him who went out. It says, citizen rose up against citizen, city rose up against city, nation rose up against nation, for God troubled them with every kind of distress." So here is why it's happening, and here is why it will happen more. The further you remove God, the more chaos fills the vacuum. It's as simple and as difficult as that. Because when you remove God, you remove his value system. See, with God, it's not just a name, it's a value system. And when you lose that value system, nature abhors a vacuum, filling that space of the absenteeism of God because he's been dismissed from our culture, from our schools, from our politics. Then that empty space of his exclusion is filled with evil. Now, we know we've got to be responsible, and we do. We take security responsible. We've added to our security here. We added to it across the street because we know that evil is present. And so we will do our part. But all the security in the world You could have a police person in every aisle. If people don't care about their lives, they're not going to care about yours. Because what you're living with today is the dumbing down of the conscience. The dumbing down of the conscience. And as more people's consciences dumb down, the more chaotic they will be at a younger age. And so that's why it is absolutely critical. The Bible has a cause-effect relationship. The Bible says, if you shed innocent blood, more innocent blood will be shed. So the more abortions you have, the more violence you'll see. See, so all of this is interconnected theologically and spiritually. The world doesn't recognize that. It's critical that we as Christians recognize that and do our part in bringing God back in an appropriate, responsible, kind, non-forced way, but to bring God back. When God left the school, chaos entered in. Wherever God is removed, chaos will fill that space in your life, in your family, in our culture. So, we will do our part as a church for you, for our community, to get God back in the proper place so that we can bring ease to a chaotic world. Father, as we prepare to hear your word in a moment, I thank you for Fellowship Christian Academy. I thank you for the parents, the staff, the alumni, and the investment we're making. I thank you for our public schools, particularly those who are seeking to do it in the right way, that you'll protect them and our students there, and that we will do our part to invest in the lives here locally and beyond. I pray for 17 families that lost loved ones, that the God of all comfort will heal the wound in their heart. I think about the coach who stepped in front of the bullets and who was a Christian and gave his life so others could live. Father, I just bless your name. And we know the cause and effect relationship. I just pray that we will respond to it as things get worse and worse. So Lord, in the meantime, we're going to give you the honor due your name. We're going to worship you. And now, Lord, be glorified in the remainder of our service. In Jesus' name, all God's people say,
I'm coming back home. Amen. To you, I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. To you, I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. To you, I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. To you, I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. To you, I'm coming back home. And yes, I'm a mess, but I'm blessed to be stuck with you. Sometimes it gets unhealthy. We can't be by ourselves. We will always need each other. And yes, I'm a mess, but I'm blessed to be stuck with you. I just want you to know that if I could, I swear I'd go back, make everything all better.
But it simply says this, and I hope somebody is blessed by it. It says, I need you now. I need you now. Not another second, another minute, another hour, but I need you right now. Not a second, another minute. Not an hour, another day. Oh, at this moment with my arms outstretched, I need you to make a way as you have done so many times before. Through a window or an open door, I stretch my hands to thee. Come rescue me. I need you right away. I need you now. I need you now. I another second or another minute, not an hour of another day, but Lord, I need you right away. If I never needed you before to show up and restore all of the faith that I let slip, while I was yet searching the world for more, the truest friend I have in need. Lord, you're my best friend, I know indeed. I stretch my hands to thee. Come rescue me. I need you, oh, I need you right away. Somebody's been right here. The agony of being alone.
I don't know what to say.
Fear of doing things on my own.
I don't know why this is happening.
Tests and trials, Lord, you said, come to make me strong. The feelings of guilt, hurt, shame, and defeat. The waves of trials, Lord, that beat up on me. Oh, it's the shouting part. But to know, Jesus, that in you I got victory. Yeah, I need you now.
Worldwide, more than 14,000 cases of coronavirus have been confirmed.
I can't wait another second or another minute.
Now, a short time ago, the World Health Organization declared the outbreak an international public health emergency.
Not an hour of another day, Lord, Lord, I need you.
The coronavirus death toll rising.
On my job, I need you.
The ripple effects of the virus now infecting the economy.
In my home, I need you.
About 42 bodies in one room.
For my wife and my baby, Lord, I need you.
For the gangs that target our young
Oh, I'm not ashamed to say I need you.
Holding a moment of silence for dozens of victims.
I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you, Lord, right away. And I like this thing here. I need the I need you every hour. Lord, I need you. Somebody reach out to God and just say, oh, bless. I don't know about you, but I'm not ashamed to ask him to bless. Bless me, bless me, bless me, bless me once and bless me again. Oh, bless. Bless me right now, my Savior. Weary, beaten, battered, and bruised, Lord, I come just as I am, without one plea. Lord, 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 I come to Some of y'all been going to the wrong place.
I haven't been any broadcast for weeks.
Just listen. If you can hear this.
Yeah, mama don't have all the answers.
You are not alone.
Daddy don't have all the answers.
This is the resistance.
No!
Need your help.
What? Was it recording? Yeah, it's recording. It's telling us to go. You see.
Doesn't matter. What the problem? Go on. Work it. Yeah. Any type of situation. He. Work it. Yeah. I don't have no job. Go on. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Woo. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Yeah. When spring, summer, fall, trouble keep coming out nowhere. Doesn't have respect at all. Somebody going through it somewhere. Wonder what you're gonna do. Wonder if you're gonna make it. Wonder how long it'll take and will you ever get through. Can't see the light of day nowhere. The enemy tried to make you feel like pain on me. But you know, like I know, that trouble will never last. Yeah. So hold your head up high. God is on your side. And he loves you. And he cares. He's so faithful. Doesn't matter. What the problem? Go on. Work it. Yeah. Any type of situation. He. Work it. Yeah. Told me he got all power. Go on. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Come on. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Yeah. Seem like everybody else doing so much better than you. Fate's got it all together. And you just trying to get through you. Don't see no results. Not laughing, this is not a joke. Cause I'm telling you, if God don't come through something soon, I might just, I don't know. The enemy try to make you feel like this of me. Yeah. But you know deep down that you gotta come out of this. Yeah. So hold your head up high. God is on your side. Yeah. Hold your head up high. God is on your side. And he loves you. And he cares. He's so faithful. Doesn't matter. What the problem? Go on. Work it. Yeah. Any type of situation. He. Work it. Nothing too hard for God. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Whoa. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it. Yeah. Not to dismay. Whatever. Don't you worry about it.
The Bible says my king, he's the king of the ages, he's the king of heaven, he's the king of glory, he's the king of kings, and he's the Lord of lords. That's my king. Well, I wonder do you know it? David said the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. My king is a sovereign king. No means of measure can define his limitless love. No far-seeing telescope can bring into visibility the coastline of his shoulder supply. No barrier can hinder him from pouring out his blessing. He's enduringly strong. He's entirely sincere. He's eternally steadfast. He's immortally graceful. He's imperially powerful. He's impartially merciful. Do you know him? He's the greatest phenomenon that has ever crossed the horizon of this world. He's God's son. He's the sinner's savior. He's the centerpiece of civilization. He stands in the solitude of himself. He's august and He's unique. He's unparalleled. He's unprecedented. He is the loftiest idea in literature. He's the highest personality in philosophy. He is the supreme problem in high criticism. He's the fundamental doctrine of true theology. He is the cardinal necessity for spiritual religion. He's the miracle of the age.
I am the Lord, and the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.